You'll lose it if you talk about it. The more you try to be everything to everyone, the more you become nothing to yourself. There will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be you. Stop expecting others to give you more respect than the respect you give yourself. You define yourself to others by the behavior you tolerate. You are allowed to change the price of access to you. Keep your standards high and do not settle for something just because it is available. The more you spend clinging to the past, the less likely your future will be any brighter. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. If it's out of your hands, let it out of your mind too. Let go of yesterday because yesterday has already let go of you. You're not defined by your past, you're prepared by it. Maybe you are not healing because you are trying to be who you were before. That person doesn't exist anymore. The moment you realize that your past mistakes are not chains but lessons, you begin to craft a future that isn't dictated by regrets. If you don't separate yourself from your distractions will separate you from your goals. Hope is not a strategy. You can't learn to drive in a parked car. Comfort is the worst addiction and a cheap ticket to depression. Growth is uncomfortable because you've never been here before. What you want requires consistency and discipline. The quickest way to improve your life is to stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline. Every decision you make is a step toward who you will become. A man who fears rejection is a man who has already rejected himself. The moment you stop seeking validation from others is the moment you find true confidence. The quickest way to acquire self-confidence is to do exactly what you're afraid to do. The easiest way to destroy your self-confidence is to constantly break the promises you make to yourself. You grow as much as the amount of truth you're willing to accept about yourself without running away. The short-term pain of accepting the truth is much better than the long-term pain of believing an illusion. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Don't blame people for disappointing you, blame yourself for expecting too much. Stop being so available to people who are only there for you when it's convenient for them. You are the only person you can control. There are things in life we don't want to happen but have to accept. People we can't live without but have to let go. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is the starting point to begin changing your life. When we take responsibility, we get out of the victim mode and move on. Train yourself to take nothing personally to save yourself from 99% of mental problems. Overthinking ruins you. You shouldn't be holding on to something that makes you feel like you're hanging by a thread. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. You must discipline yourself carefully You must keep the promises you make to yourself and reward yourself so that you can trust and motivate yourself. You can win a lot in life just by being the last one to give up. Avoid people who use their pain as an excuse to hurt you. People will disappoint you, so never put all your trust in anyone. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. Be careful who you let in your life. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt, they will likely do you harm. Stay away from people who think your growth is competition. You can only change when your mind is stronger than your emotions. If you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. Unless you try to do something beyond what you've already mastered, you will never grow. Every time you lie, you are creating problems that you will have to deal with in the future. Nothing is scarier than avoiding your full potential. Problems are the price you pay for progress. You're never ready for what you have to do. You just do it. That makes you ready. Life is like an elevator. On your way up, sometimes you have to stop and let some people off. Even if you are on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. It's not the load that breaks you down, but how you carry it. Just because the boat rocks doesn't mean it's time to jump overboard. Choosing comfort over discomfort does not lead to a comfortable life. You only get one body. Take care of it. Watch your thoughts, for they become words, and watch your habits, for they become your character. Never tell your problems to anyone. 80% don't care, and 20% are glad you have them. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept apologies you never received. Don't hang on to your mistakes just because you spent a lot of time making them. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. It's okay to outgrow people, places, and mindsets that no longer serve your growth. You can start your life over any time you want. Life gives you lots of chances to screw up, so you have just as many chances to get it right. The life in front of you is far more important than the life behind you. If you don't design your own life plan, you'll fall into someone else's, and what they have planned isn't much. Don't base your decisions on the advice of those who don't have to deal with the results. You will never be 100% sure about a decision. Make it anyway. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. There can be no progress without sacrifice, and a man's success is in proportion to what he sacrifices. Sometimes painful things teach us lessons we didn't think we needed to know. Who you are becoming is more important than who you've been. Life is always moving, always asking more of us. Share your progress, not your goals, and you'll stay motivated. You are not rejected, you are redirected. And remember, the greatest danger is not in aiming too high and missing, but in aiming too low and hitting the mark. The problem isn't aiming too high and falling short. It's aiming too low and hitting your mark. Keep your distance from people who never admit they're wrong and always make you feel like it's your fault. There's no shame in saying, I don't know. Nobody has all the answers. Pretending to be perfect doesn't make you perfect. You learn a lot about people when they don't get what they want. If you can't say no, your yes means nothing. True success isn't about validation, it's about seizing opportunities, proving your worth, and pushing through challenges. Stop being so available to people who are only there when it's convenient. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's how you carry it. Dreams are meant to be bigger than us, so we grow into them. Painful things often teach us the lessons we didn't know we needed. Being true to yourself might leave you lonely, but it's still worth it. The energy you spend complaining could be used to make a change. When you take responsibility, you escape victimhood and step into freedom. What you want requires consistency and discipline. Don't blame others for disappointing you, blame your expectations. Luck visits the ones who hustle. Good things don't just come to those who wait. Progress demands sacrifice. A man's success is measured by what he's willing to give up. You are the only person you can control. If you don't try to go beyond what you've already mastered, you'll never grow. The fastest way to destroy your self-confidence? Break the promises you make to yourself. Mistakes don't hold you back. Refusing to learn from them does. Patience is choosing to understand when you want to explode. Worrying changes nothing. It only wastes time and energy that could be used better. Just because the boat rocks doesn't mean you jump overboard. Real growth is rarely a celebration, it's usually a test. Choosing a partner for their looks might be fun, until values matter more than appearance. Who you're becoming matters more than who you were. Don't be afraid to walk alone. The road to success is rarely crowded. If you feel like you're hanging on by a thread, let go. You weren't meant to hold on to something that weakens you. Going back to your ex is like taking a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. Train yourself to take nothing personally. It'll save you from 99% of mental stress. It's normal to feel bad after making the right decision. Never make someone a priority who sees you as an option. Every time you lie, you're building problems for your future self. The trick to making good mistakes is not hiding them, especially from yourself. Most people don't see all you do, they only notice what you don't. Everyone will hurt you. You just need to find who's worth suffering for. You can start over any time. You can become who you want, today, right now. You'll never be 100% sure of any decision. Make it anyway. It's easier to fix something than fix nothing. Life gives many chances to mess up, just as many to get it right. Don't get angry at people who can't change. They might not have the capacity. Recognizing you're not where you want to be is the start of real change. Stop waiting for motivation. Start building discipline. You show others how to treat you by what you tolerate. The ones who ask the most from you often do the least for you. Accepting your flaws isn't giving up. It's courage to grow. You can't be happy with someone else until you're happy alone. Your wound is not your fault, but healing is your responsibility. Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth. Short-term pain from truth is better than long-term pain from illusion. Avoiding your full potential is scarier than failing. If you're not indispensable, you're disposable. Don't cling to mistakes just because you spent a long time making them. Fix your body because a weak body reflects a broken mind. True happiness comes from living in line with your values, not approval. Never hurt others to heal yourself. Never hurt yourself to heal others. When your intentions are pure, you don't lose people, they lose you. Life works out even when it seems impossible. You can't have everything. Everything costs something. You get one body, take care of it. It's yours for life. It can only give what you put into it. Know when to stop arguing. Let people be wrong. If you don't design your life, someone else will. And their plan isn't much. Don't do anything you'd have to lie about later. Say no to perfectionism. It stops you from improving. Comfort is a trap that doesn't lead to comfort. Share your progress, not your goals, and stay motivated. Treat yourself like someone worth helping. The best reward from hard work isn't what you get, it's who you become. Everything we hear is opinion, not fact. Everything we see is perspective, not truth. You must make hard choices about what you want and what you're willing to give up, or life will make them for you. Overthinking ruins situations and your peace. Stay too long in a bad place and you'll forget it's bad. Until your best years slip away. Sometimes their behavior is your answer. Let go of yesterday. It's already let go of you. The most valuable things in life are built slowly over time. Sometimes there's no right choice. Just make one and make it right. Doing what everyone else does ensures you get what everyone else gets. Suffering comes from clinging to what could have been. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in battle. Your self-talk teaches others how to treat you. If someone treats you poorly, it's on them, not you. Never ignore contempt. It's a red flag. Cut them out. You can only lose what you cling to. Don't sacrifice your potential for your comfort. A new perspective changes everything. Maybe you're not healing because you're clinging to an old version of yourself. That version is gone. Breathe life into who you're becoming. Keep your standards high. Don't settle just because it's available. Some lessons need to be learned more than once. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in proportion. Watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. They become character. Failure shows you the wrong path so you can find the right one. Don't worry about what others say behind your back. They're just avoiding their own reflection. The moment you relax about something, it loses control over you. There are things we don't want but must accept, truths we don't like but must learn, people we love but must let go. People aren't always who they seem, even after years. Never complain about something you have the power to change. Avoid people who see your growth as competition. You can't be lonely if you enjoy your own company. Change happens when you do the opposite of what you're used to. Problems are the price of progress. Your real friends speak well of you behind your back, and truth to your face. Learn to sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. Your past is yours. Others may not understand it, or worse, use it against you. Life gets easier when you accept the apologies you never received. The more responsibility you take, the more power you gain. It's never too late to begin. Ignore the naysayers. They're projecting their fears. It's okay to outgrow people, places, and mindsets. Sometimes you just need to be the last one standing. Expect little from others, but everything from yourself. Each choice is a step toward who you'll become. Sometimes better things fall together right after everything falls apart. Accept people as they are, but place them where they belong in your life. For better or worse, the way things are now is not how they will always be. Never confuse people who are always around you with people who are truly there for you. You can't reach for what's in front of you until you let go of what's behind you. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. Don't try to save someone who isn't trying to save themselves. They don't want saving, they just want someone to pull down with them. And often, they don't want to be saved. Whatever you do between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. pays the bills. What you do between 5 p.m. and midnight builds your legacy. Be careful about the stories you tell yourself about your current circumstances. A head full of negative thoughts has no space for positive ones. The people who say you can't and you won't are usually scared that you will. People ask what you do for a living just to calculate how much respect to give you. Your life right now is a result of the choices you made last year. Your life next year will be shaped by the choices you start making today. Choosing comfort over discomfort doesn't lead to a comfortable life. Stay close to the people who want more for you, not more from you. Sometimes the hardest things in life are the things we need to hear the most. Experience is the harshest teacher. It gives the test first and the lesson afterward. There comes a time when you have to choose, turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. Solving a problem without addressing the root cause is like walking in circles. How you treat your body before 45 is how your body will treat you after 45. The wrong people always teach you the right lessons. They say time changes things, but the truth is you have to change them. Once you realize the power of your presence, you won't go just anywhere. You'll never hear someone doing better than you speak negatively about you. If you don't separate yourself from distractions, your distractions will separate you from your goals. If you find a path with no obstacles, it probably leads nowhere. One of the fastest ways to improve your life is to simply do what you said you were going to do. There is only one thing more painful than learning from experience. Not learning from it. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. You're stronger and more resourceful than you give yourself credit for. Two things to remember. Take care of your thoughts when you're alone. Take care of your words when you're with others. People only change for themselves. You won't have to force it, beg for it, or break yourself apart to help them. If it can be fixed, why complain? If it can't, why complain? Everyone wants to skip the struggle, not knowing that's where character is built. Failure is life's favorite way of teaching us its hardest rules. It never really gets easy, but it gets easier. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Some people are investments, others are bills. Know the difference. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. You can choose the game you play, but not its rules. You can't live a happy life while wishing the world played by your rules. Stop being so available to people who are only there when it's convenient. You don't notice your progress because you're always raising your bar. The human capacity for burden is like bamboo, far more flexible than it seems. When driving through darkness, the headlights only show a few feet ahead, but that's enough to take you the whole journey. Have a healthy amount of distrust. Intentions are rarely as clear as words. You're not crazy, you're intelligent. The trouble is, you think you have time. Our wounds are often the openings to the most beautiful parts of us. If they don't know you personally, don't take it personally. Recognizing you're not where you want to be is the first step toward changing it. If you wouldn't take advice from them, don't take their criticism either. Sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. If you have more than 3 priorities, you have none. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people learn from experience. Fools already think they know it all. Don't tell your friends what your enemies shouldn't know. Expect little from others. Expect a lot from yourself. That's the secret to a happy life. Don't rely on others to tell you how to be happy or what makes a good life. Staying positive doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means even on hard days, you know better ones are coming. Don't just love yourself. Have respect for yourself. If you don't, others will have no problem walking all over you. Don't let anyone who hasn't been in your shoes tell you how to tie your laces. The quickest way to succeed is to start now and figure it out as you go. You can't learn to drive in a parked car. The time you kill does not die without avenging itself. Be not afraid of moving slowly. Be only afraid of standing still. We generate fears while we sit and overcome them by action. You can lie down for people to walk on you, and they'll still complain you're not flat enough. Maybe the path that scares you the most is the one you need to take. Don't be afraid to do things by yourself. Waiting for others will cause you to miss out on some wonderful things in life. When you find no solution to a problem, it's probably not a problem to be solved, but a truth to be accepted. You'll never be rewarded for following someone else's rules. If you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than you are now. When you work for someone else, you have the right only to labor, not to the fruits of your labor.